Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video working on my mini book for Chicago, and I'm hoping this one's going to be a really quick and easy one. I have these photos that are going to go on the left hand side, and this full 4x6 collage is staying exactly as is. I don't need to cut it apart. I don't need to do anything other than trim it down just a hair so it'll fit on the side. But that's it. Then I'm going to embellish probably with something in the middle or maybe something right here because I've got dead space, and then decorate on this side. But hopefully that's it for these. They're so bright and so bold. I definitely want to showcase that, but I don't want it to be overwhelming because one of the previous pages was super busy. So I want to just sort of keep this as is, not add a ton of stuff. I did take out my ephemera pieces just in case there's something a little more subtle that's in the right color palette that might work, but I don't intend to do a whole lot here. For this side, I have adhered the photos there, so they're good to go. I think underneath here, I want a strip of washi probably, and then I'm going to overlap this, and it gives some space for journaling. And I don't really need to know whether my daughter chooses to do that or not once I give it away, but I'm going to put some space there just in case. So I think washi and then that. So obviously I don't want purple washi. I'm thinking maybe yellow, or let's look at this photo here. What else would be good? So not purple, maybe this bright pink, not yellow because there's too much, I think, but maybe the bright pink, or I wonder would green work? Maybe green with this little pattern. Not sure. I will take this over to my washi case and hold it up to what I have and just see what strikes me. Well, I didn't think I wanted yellow, but when I saw this, it's kind of hard to see on here, but it actually has a floral pattern in it. It's pretty subtle, but I'm hoping that when I put it down, you'll be able to see it better. Let's see if I can get it going enough. Oh, this is going to be one of those difficult ones, I think. Yep, where it rips like crazy. So I'll just keep working at it to get a full piece torn off of there, however long that takes, and then I'll be back. All right, there we go with the washi on there. Hopefully you can see that lovely little floral pattern in there. And yes, it is busier. It has a pattern, but I don't find it overly distracting. So I hope that it stays okay with what I'm about to do the rest of the design. I did also do my little trick of just folding over the end on this one, so next time I need it, I don't have to fight with it to get the roll started again. I pulled out my bag of miscellaneous floral ephemera pieces, and I found this one, and I think that's a pretty good match to this pink and the pink that's in here. So I think I'm going to tuck that under and use that one. For this side, I have adhered the photo, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to put in the middle there. And I have actually found two things in this set of very thin chipboard phrases. This one is pretty much the exact color of this purple, and it says simple pleasures, which is perfect because it's true. But then right here is also loving every second. And I feel like this one would show up better because it's black font on white, which I have over here. I'm a little concerned that this purple would be too dark when you look at it against this. Yeah, I think it's too dark, sadly. I can't remember if any of the other photos I printed for this from this event specifically. I can't remember if I have those coming up on other pages or not. So you know what? For now, I'm just going to use the black and white. Maybe I'll still get a chance to use that other one. All right, I definitely think the white and black one was the better choice. Look how nicely that stands out, and I freaking love all these colors together. I think this is my favorite layout so far. We had such a good time here. It was a good memory, so it's all good. But because I finished that so quickly, I think I'm going to go on to the next one, but I don't remember exactly what that was, so I have to pull out my photos and figure that out. Ah yes, my next set of photos were the Chihuly pieces that were in part of the conservatory. And again, this should be pretty easy because I got a full 4x6 here and just one photo over here. This can go on as is. I probably need something up top, but hopefully that won't be too difficult. In my pile of ephemera pieces here, I had this, and it's perfect because it's got orange and yellow tones in it, which are here because the koi have bright orange down there, and the sunburst effect kind of mimics the points on these flowers. So I think I'm going to attach the photo, and then I'm just going to do this. Maybe I'll go to the right since there's some empty space there. I have attached the full photo, this piece of ephemera here, and then the smaller photo. And I feel like in my bin of Asian stuff that I might have some little die cuts of koi. I had some and I can't remember if I used them all. I'm going to go in there and look because just to add those around might be kind of a fun detail. I must have used all of the koi that I had because I didn't find any in there. I did find some that were on a pocket card, but they were huge. They're way too out of scale for this, so I can't use that. But in my floral ephemera, I found this. Using all this, it's way too big. But I'm thinking I might cut around this left edge, just fussy cut it, and then tuck it under or add it somehow just to bring in more of that orange. With where I had the photo position before, it was not going to work. This was still way too huge. So I pried it up carefully, moved it a little more left, moved it a little more to the top, and then I think I'm going to cover up some of that down here, like maybe like that, or even, ooh, maybe I should go like that. Would it look odd if I moved it off to the side? What about if I go this way? I'll have to play around with it, but I do want to use it because I love the color, and I think it's a nice contrast having these diagonal from each other, and I would still have room to stamp something there if I wanted to. I have the placement of the flower decided here, and I only picked that because in my bin of stuff, I also found this, Coming of Spring. Why this was in my Asian bin, I'm not sure. I think it might be because it was part of a digital set I bought, and so I just cut the phrases and put them in there. But I think what I'm going to do is tuck this under, and then that will sit right like that, and it'll kind of cover up that rock that I didn't need, and it'll just make it nice towards the bottom, and it gives it a little phrase. And since it was the very, very start of April, it's a fitting sentiment. All right, well, because all of these were pretty simple, I was able to put them together very quickly, which means I got 4 pages done. So I got these two. Uh-oh, this moved. I may have to put some extra adhesive on that. I've had these a while, I think, so they're probably old. I'm gonna press it down pretty hard right now, but I can always add red line tape to make sure it stays. But I have those 2 done, and then these 2 done, and nothing about them is, you know, super groundbreaking or crazy, but they're done, and I think they're pretty, and I'm gonna call it good. So here's another couple pages done for my mini book. Thanks for watching.